Hello, welcome back to Truthseekerstea. My name is Kate, and I want to thank you for being here for today's pick a card reading. We're going to be looking at how you are feeling about the person that you have on your mind, or a person that's coming through in the reading versus how they're feeling about you. So in the beginning of the reading, we're going to be going into your energy towards this person and your feelings. So that should serve as a pretty good energy check-in to help you guys figure out who this person is and whether or not this is how you're feeling about someone significant in your life. And then we will be doing their energy towards you and their feelings right after. There will be an extended reading if you do really feel like your pile's resonating and you want to hear more. We're going to be looking at what is hidden about this person that you need to see. So anything that maybe hasn't been super obvious about this person, or maybe something that you've had an inkling about but you need confirmation on. We're also going to be getting message cards from your person, and we'll be getting tarot and oracle cards from your spirit guides, giving you guidance on this situation, what they want you to know about it, and guidance for how to move forward. So I just want to let you guys know, I'll have that link down below underneath the timestamps. But for the YouTube portion, let's get into the pick a card. So for pile number 1, we have the Queer Tarot deck with this labradorite point. For pile number 2, we have the Mystic Mondays Tarot with a clear quartz heart. And for pile number 3, we have the Affirmators Tarot with the selenite heart. So you may be drawn to more than one pile, and it could be that there's multiple people for you to hear about, or there could be an overlap between the piles. As always, take what resonates for your situation and don't try to force anything to fit if it doesn't feel like it does. So of course, rely on your own intuition as with all of these pick a card readings. I will have the timestamps linked down below. I will have the extended readings linked down below, and also the names of the decks that I'm using for the reading. And I think that's it. So I will see you at your pile. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the Queer Tarot and the labradorite crystal, this is going to be your reading where we're looking at how you are feeling about your person and how they are feeling about you, and how those feelings are currently comparing. So we will be doing or your feelings and your energy in this connection will be a pretty thorough energy check-in to help you guys figure out whether or not this is your pile. So I definitely would recommend to see if you see yourself in your energy, or if it's flip-flopped and you see yourself or you see your person's energy in the first part, then I would definitely just stay intuitively open to that, and I would have an open mind when hearing the 2 different piles. I am going to start off asking Spirit. The majority, I'm hoping, will fall into the first category, where the first energy we check into will hopefully be your energy and your feelings towards this person. And then we will, after that, be going into your person's feelings for you. So just want to let you guys know. So we're going to start off. I just pre-pulled these oracle cards before filming. This is your energy towards this connection and your energy in general. So we're going to get started with that right away. So I'm going to put the tarot to the side, and then we're going to go into tarot as well. But we have the Bee for your energy towards this connection. We have Venus. We have Jupiter. And by the way, as I was pulling these cards, the song, feels like I only go backwards. So Only Go Backwards by Tame Impala was coming through, but actually the Arctic Monkey version, I think it's just because that's the one I listen to a lot. So it's a really good song, but I'll see how that relates throughout. So we have South Node and North Node. We have Party Leader, and we have Death of the Deceitful, and then we also have Action. So there's an energy coming through here where I don't want to dig too deep into what exactly the dynamic is with this person until we get into the tarot, but for your energy overall, especially in regards to your relationships, there's a sense here that you guys are trying to move away from a time period or a certain era in your love life. And it feels like you're kind of getting serious about creating changes in your life, or wanting to be in relationships. It's funny, I just read the B as I said that. Be in relationships that are both people want to put a lot of energy into, and there's less fantasy and more actual action backing up people's words. There's a sense here with the party leader as well. There could have been a time period where you may have been single. This doesn't have to be the case for everyone, but it could have just been that some of you guys have been maybe somewhat emotionally unavailable yourselves. And so it could have been that you were going through a string of interactions with different kinds of people that maybe were fun at first, or a lot of short flings, something like that. But it also maybe came from a place of pain over a certain person. There may have been a certain person that kind of caused this emotional availability or the dynamic with them. And it could have been that for a time period, you were just kind of maybe exploring or messing around in your love life. It doesn't have to be the case for everyone, but I am getting either way, the very strong energy coming through is that this pile feels like it's all about moving from an old way of being in relationships and the way that those relationships would come out into more expansion and into being more discerning and upfront maybe about what you're looking for in relationships. And with this party leader, it's like these are two very different energies, because the party leader energy is this one where it's a little bit more superficial, and we're interacting with people on a more superficial level, and it can be really fun, but sometimes it can lack depth, or it can even be somewhat of an illusion. Like the energy I'm kind of getting is when, for example, when you go out and like, let's say you're drinking, or it doesn't have to be the case with that, but it could just be like a certain social event where people are really friendly and it's like, yeah, it's like we should totally do this. And like you feel like you meet your new best friend, and then it's kind of like, oh, like you don't really follow up on it, and it's kind of just fun in that moment because you get like that endorphin from it, or like the endorphins and the dopamine, and it feels really good to connect with people. But there's this energy here around you kind of recognizing that you are someone who brings a lot of energy to connections. I feel like you're willing to put in the work, and I feel like you're at a phase now where you're someone who's a romantic, but it feels like you want expansion in this. And I feel like it's coming through an analyzation of maybe a past energy that you had been in, that I've been talking about. So this is kind of the energy I'm getting from you. Now we're going to go into tarot to see how you feel specifically about the person we're going to go into. Sorry, I just drank water and went down the wrong part of my throat. But anyway, so I could see this person that comes through being someone from your past that's a part of this past energy with the South Node. Or maybe it's someone new, but we'll definitely see based on the cards that come through. I hear a lot of dogs barking in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but hopefully not. All right, so pile number one, how are they feeling towards their person? That is most important to talk about in this reading. The most relevant person to pile number one. How are they feeling about them at the moment? Please give us some context into the current dynamic of the relationship as well, would be helpful. So get one more shuffle. What is pile number one's feelings here towards this person? How does pile number one feel towards the person? We have the Page of Cups. We have the Six of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and then the Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, okay, so I'm really seeing here confirmation. So I feel with the Page of Cups, like you guys may have been in a more flirty or lighthearted energy, or it could even have been that like, I don't know, you just had this optimistic energy about you, where I feel like you guys were very giving with the Six of Pentacles. Like, I feel like you all bring something to the table, and you guys are very generous. And I feel like with this Queen of Pentacles coming out, it's like you guys are transitioning from this Page of Cups energy. Or even if you aren't the Page of Cups here, it could be the certain types of people. This person that we're talking about could be someone that is in this Page of Cups energy, which can be a little bit more emotionally immature, or like not really coming to the table wanting to take things super seriously. And so we have this Queen of Pentacles, which is making me feel like you guys have a lot to give. You guys work really hard. And with this Knight of Cups in reverse, there's this essence here of maybe this is the person that is you're trying to move away from. But with the Knight of Cups in reverse, this is the exact kind of sort of flaky, like not delusional, but it's kind of that elusive, emotionally kind, like maybe they are very charming kind of a person, but they don't really do what they say. And it's really fun to like flirt with this kind of person, or they can be charismatic and entertaining, but when it comes to actually building something or following through on actions, it's not the King of Pentacles. It's not matching this Queen of Pentacles energy. And so I feel like there's this focus here on the give and take and what you actually are receiving from this person that we're about to talk about. So it feels like you guys are leveling up. You guys are starting to understand your worth better. And even with the party leader, it could be that maybe you aligned more with this person's energy when you guys are maybe wanting to let loose, or maybe wanting to like have a little bit of fun. Maybe you align with this person and you kind of like that the way that they make you feel, but there's something about it being like slipping between your fingers, or when it comes down to it, they may even be more mature than you, or it's like you are having to give to them because they aren't really on your level. How's pile number 1 feeling towards this person? We have the World. We have the 9 of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, there's a sense here of, with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, it's like there's a sense of codependency, or someone not being super reliant on themselves. And I'm really getting that it may be that emotionally, it may be that you almost like mothered this person, or there's a sense of a mature feminine energy coming through, but maybe you guys have been more used to dynamics that are imbalanced. And so this just feels like a really imbalanced energy where, you know, there's a lack of maturity and independence before the connection with this person maybe grew. And so I'm just seeing that like with the 6 of Pentacles, it just may be that you always have to look after this person, or it's like I don't know, it's like you may feel obligated to give to them or something, but I feel like it's something that's actually encroaching. It's like you don't need this person as much as they need you, but it may be that you feel safer in dynamics where you're needed. So it could be that energetically you do feel comfortable in this, but you're kind of starting to see how they're like, you want this to turn into a past energy. It's like, this feels like this South Node energy. And the South Node is an energy that we're meant to kind of grow out of. And the North Node is an energy that we're trying to cultivate. And so I feel like for you, it looks a lot like looking for other people in love that are self-dependent, that are emotionally mature, that are financially settled and mature, and they're not really looking for someone to mother them, is what I'm seeing. So what else for pile number 1? Mother or father them. Yeah, we have the Hangman. It's like you're getting this new perspective. We have the 2 of Cups here as well at the back of the deck. And so I feel like it could be that you aligned with this person energetically, not because you guys were super similar, but because maybe you guys were playing out certain attachment styles or certain patterns of relationships that you guys witnessed in childhood. But I feel like now, I feel like you're ready for this era to end, because with the World here, this talks about the like a certain cycle we've been in, and it feels like I'm also getting that it feels like with this person, you may feel like they never learn, or they never change, or they don't level up. Maybe they don't learn their lesson after certain things, and that you maybe have gone around in circles, or it's like you haven't seen much progress with this person. And so with the Hangman here, this energy talks about kind of just seeing it from a different perspective and deciding to hold back. And it may even feel right now like you don't really know what to do with this person, or it's like you feel like you're at a standstill, because it could be that this is familiar to you and this is like what you know, and you aren't sure exactly what would be different from this, but you're at this point where you're knowing that it's definitely not working to just move forward in the same energy with this person. And it feels like this energy of them not learning their lesson, and maybe you outgrowing this kind of dynamic, or yeah, it just feels like you're kind of outgrowing it. All right, I'm going to get some extra oracle cards, and then we'll go into your person's energy, just so I can get a better read on their energy, just to give you guys more information. And then we'll be looking at their feelings for you, and we are going to be doing an extended reading. So if you really do feel like this is your pile, we're going to be looking at what you don't see about this person, what's hidden from you, or what would really help you understand them better, understand the situation better, that you maybe aren't seeing because it's your blind spot, or maybe because they're holding information back. So whatever it is, I want to just kind of dig deeper into whatever secret or what you don't see about them. That would really help you gain a new perspective, like with this Hangman. Or solidify any perspective that you kind of have an intuition about. So let's just finish this up though. So for pile number 1, what are their feelings towards this person? We have higher power. What are their current feelings? We have why. We have between worlds, yeah. And I'm really seeing that with the between worlds. It's that energy of I don't really know what's next, but I know that this what I've been in, this cycle I've been in, this energy is no longer serving me, and it's time to transition forward. And so I'm just really seeing that you guys, I feel like, are leveling up. You guys with higher power here, it's like you guys are seeing things from a higher perspective when it comes to relationships, whereas you maybe would get really caught up in the small nitty-gritty details in regards to this person, or maybe like this person would take up a lot of your mind and your energy, and it almost feels like you're redirecting that more towards the bigger picture, so you're able to ascend. Because I feel like this is an ascension for you, where you're really seeing that a certain paradigm is no longer working for you. And I feel like with this why card being here, I feel like you really are asking yourself, like, why do I keep engaging with this, or what about this, why am I still drawn to this, or why am I repeating this? And I feel like you're actually getting a layer deeper, and you're starting to analyze it and see it through a new perspective, a higher perspective. You're starting to see this person differently. You're starting to see your own behavior differently. So it feels like you're really looking at this with new eyes, and you're starting to see through some of the things that maybe were just automatic for you in the past. Like sometimes we're just on autopilot, and we are very much controlled by our subconscious. And so the why card could even talk about how sometimes we think we want to have a conversation with someone because we will tell ourselves, well, I just really love this person, so I like want to have a conversation with them. Let's say there's some kind of conflict, and then this card talks about how ask yourself if it is really that you want a relationship with this person, or is that you want to have the last word with them. And it's like kind of getting real with your intention and being like, because if that's the case, that I just kind of want to get the last word, maybe it's not really worth it to continue pursuing it, because what's that really going to bring me? And has it brought me anything in the past? So it's like when we ask ourselves our intention behind why we feel a certain way, or why we want to do something, or why we care about a certain situation, it really helps us get more clear on whether or not it is something that is true to us, and whether or not it is something that serves us, and it gives us the opportunity to pause and make a different choice. And I kind of feel like that's where you guys are at right now with this person. Okay, so I'm actually going to pause right now because I haven't pulled your person's oracle cards, but I don't want to do it on camera just because it'll take a little bit of time. So I'm going to pull your person's cards, and then I'll be right back. All right, hello, pile number 1. I just pulled these cards for your person's energy. And so what's coming through here is a feeling of this person not really knowing who they are. And I am really getting somewhat of an emotionally immature energy. And so I do feel like with the benevolent guide here, I thought it was really interesting that the bee was in this as well. And so I feel like this person looks to you to kind of be their guide or be there for them. And it's almost like this person may be self-destructive, or they may, there's just this immature energy here with Neptune in reverse as well. Like this can talk a lot about illusions and not really seeing things clearly. And I feel like with the black egg, this is all about your truth and speaking your truth and knowing your truth. And it just feels like this person is actually pretty maybe relying on others to tell them who they are or to give them a certain level of like nurturing or confidence. But yeah, with the ungrateful daughter and the earthly mother, there's really this sense this is at the back of the deck. There's a sense that it's like if you don't help this person, or if you don't, I don't know, if you aren't giving to them, it feels like they can't handle their own emotions is really what I'm getting. And it's like they don't, and I'm also getting the shadow attribute. So it says pessimism, depression, disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. And so that was really something I was seeing in your part of it, was like this, your tarot was this person not changing or not recognizing what they need to do to be better in this connection with you. And so I have a lot of the times been having romantic readings, but this could be someone that's romantic, and this also could be a friend, or this could be anyone in your life. But what I'm seeing is that this is you're dealing with someone that you have a relationship with, okay? That you have history with. And I think you have a history of even maybe talking a lot to this person or just giving them so much energy. And with appreciation here, it may even be that they maybe take it for granted, or they may almost not want you to know that they don't need help, because it's like they kind of rely on you in some capacity, or it's like there's this energy of I need pile number one to support me, or I need them to guide me. And it's kind of like they see you almost as this person who has unending energy flow. And it's like I think they maybe take for granted that you have your own problems in your own life and your own needs, and the relationship shouldn't always be you catering to this person or helping them with things that you're good with already. It's like, yeah, there's just kind of this sense of someone that's emotionally immature and doesn't really understand boundaries is something I'm getting as well. It's like this person feels like a part of your purpose is like serving them or something, or it's like they think that's okay and that makes sense. And so it's not intentionally, they're not intentionally being ungrateful, or they don't, in their mind, they think this, and that they just have growth to do. They think that it is okay for things to be in balance in that way, or they may think that they need it to be this way or something like that. They because they're in need, they're more entitled to help or something. And so it may even be that they don't really want to help themselves. And so it can maybe be that sometimes this person's a little bit like maybe comes to you or has some sort of energy where they need to be pity, like they may look for pity, or they may look for like sympathy a lot, and they may feel like they need that or they're gonna fall apart. Like there's just this energy of them not being able to stand on their own 2 feet and needing people to guide them. So yeah, I mean, I guess this could be anyone in your life, but I want to see, and if this was romantic, I would see this being someone who kind of keeps messing up, or like who chronically doesn't understand your needs, or maybe doesn't recognize that you have them too. And they may just kind of assume that you are okay with always giving them more than they give you, because they almost see you as above them, or they see you as someone who doesn't need help from them. And it's like they kind of disregard that every person has their own problems, and they may kind of justify not talking about you as much, or not like asking you enough about your needs and making sure that your needs are met. And they may even disregard your boundaries and stuff like that. There's just this energy here where it's like they don't think enough about how certain things make you feel, because they see themselves as the one who needs more like support or something. So yeah, this is an interesting energy. All right, let's see how this person is feeling about you though. How is pile number one's person feeling about them? We have the 8 of Cups in reverse. We have the 8 of Swords in reverse. There's this energy here where it's like this person literally like doesn't want to walk away from what makes them unhappy. There's this energy of willfully like stuck, or like willfully being a victim, or willfully like letting themselves be in difficult situations. It's like, it's the energy of not wanting to help themselves. It's coming through. So the 8 of Cups in reverse, it's like, in the 8 of Swords here, these are all things that like, it's this energy, or like the action point from these two energies very much tend to be like taking your own life into your own control and taking your own actions to better your life. And it feels like this person's very stuck in this energy of like, woe is me, or like, I can't do anything to help myself. Yeah, Page of Cups in reverse. It's that emotion. It's emotionally mature energy, and maybe it's like they feel like they can't do any better than they're doing. Like there's this energy here of like, almost, let's say that you pulled away, or let's say you put a boundary, and let's say you told them that something needs to be different. There's this energy here where they're like not doing that and justifying how they're not doing that based on the fact that like they are telling themselves a narrative that they're not able to make different decisions when they are actually able to. But it's like they're telling themselves that they can't. We have the High Priestess in reverse. How is pile number 1's person feeling? We have the 10 of Wands in reverse. We have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, this person wants to put your like emotional burden on you, is really what I'm seeing. It's like they feel like if you put down, they almost feel victimized by maybe you not putting in as much energy anymore, or you not taking on responsibilities for them. And there's just this like really overwhelmed energy of like, I can't handle my responsibilities. And it's like this energy of like, I just need like pile number 1 to pick up the slack, or like understand that I can't do anything differently. And it even could be that you may be moving away from this person, but there is this sense that they're refusing to kind of see that, is what I'm seeing with the High Priestess in reverse. It's like they're really out of touch, is what I'm seeing. So this person, it's like you may be confused about them, or you may just be like, what is this person like thinking right now? But it's just this energy of like not seeing reality and ignoring the truth of something, and kind of just being overwhelmed and just like, I can't do anything about it, and like, yeah. And then with the 5 of Wands in reverse, like it's almost this energy of like, I can't handle any conflict. So like, especially if you brought up to this person something like with a boundary, or maybe you wanted to talk to them about how you wanted things to change in this dynamic. It's almost like they see it as like, I can't handle any conflict. Like I can't have that on my plate. Like that's too much stress put on me, or like I can't deal with that. And it's like, instead of going like, wow, that's kind of making me a bad person, or like that's not great for the other person, instead of recognizing how important it is to be able to do the normal functions of a relationship, or like, yes, it takes energy sometimes to be receptive to conversation with people. Like, so let's say, for example, someone like a friend of mine or a significant other needs to talk to me about a certain boundary, needs to talk to me about a need that they don't feel like is being met. Like, yeah, it may go against what works for me at that time, or it may trigger me, or it may make me feel like I have a different viewpoint on it. Like sometimes we'll have a different viewpoint, and like, but that's the reason why we have conversation, is to, yeah, it takes a little extra energy, but it's always important to be able to have those like healthy conflicts or healthy conversations where when there are two people on different pages, you're able to find a happy medium. But it feels like this person almost opts out immediately of having to do that by being the victim, or by being the person that has too much going on, or just can't possibly handle it. And there's just this energy of like, without them saying, okay, well, maybe I need to prioritize my life, and maybe I need to let go of some of these things that I perceive as making it too difficult for me to be able to put energy into different things. Instead, it's like, no, I can't do that. Or it's like, instead of doing that, it's like, well, maybe if I just keep saying that I can't, or like it's too much intensity for me to like handle anyone else's emotions, maybe then the person will just take on the work for me, and they will just not bring up their needs, or like they'll let me cross their boundary. There's just an essence here of really, really seeing how much they can push their responsibilities in a relationship out of genuinely feeling like a victim to life. And it's like almost like they don't realize that every other person is also dealing with a million different responsibilities and is still able to show up for relationships and is still able to listen to other people's points of view. And so I'm just really seeing here that and they may even owe you an apology, or there may be something that you guys need to speak about, but it's like this energy of just almost assuming that you can handle it or you don't need it is what I'm kind of getting. But I want to dig in a little bit deeper. So yeah, I could see this being like a relationship, romantic, or it could be any kind of a relationship where someone just isn't really willing to step up to the plate for the relationship and feels very much that the reason why they can't is not in their control, and then they may kind of use that excuse is what I'm getting. So why is the Eight of Cups here in reverse? We have the Five of Swords in reverse. Why is the High Priestess here in reverse? We have the Page of Pentacles. Why is the Eight of Swords here? Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Like, again, this is literally such a confirmation of this person being like, I can't so the Two of Pentacles, sorry, before I get ahead of myself, I'm getting like heated, but with the Two of Pentacles, this is all about reprioritizing your life. It's like this person acts like they can't balance out all their responsibilities, and the reason why they can't is because they're a victim to it, but we all are able to be in control of this. And so it's really not an excuse. It would be one thing for them to be honest and say like, you know what, honestly, like, I'm going to let you know that I know I can't meet your needs. Like, I know that I am not like the best person in a relationship right now. And, that's because I'm having a really hard time prioritizing my life. But instead, this person isn't even like being honest that way. It's more like, I like being victimized by the perceived responsibilities I have because it makes me feel like I don't have to be accountable in my relationships. So yeah. All right. Why is the Ten of Wands here in reverse? Yeah. Knight of Cups in reverse. It's like, I can't, it's like, oh, I would, but I can't. Like, I care about you so much, but I'm not going to actually follow through on any actions because I have too many responsibilities. Like, I couldn't actually do it, So why is the Queen of Cups here? I was very curious about that. Yeah, the Three of Cups. It's like this person almost wants you to just not have any problem. Like, there's this energy here where it's like, why can't we just keep it light? Or like, why are you bringing up that there's something wrong? Or like, why are you acting like there's something wrong with this when we can just have fun? It's like, why do we have to have problems? Like, why do we have to address anything? It's like, there's nothing wrong here, And it may even be that it's like they may even want to turn a blind eye to how you aren't satisfied in the connection. Or they may even want to turn a blind eye to the concept that you deserve to walk away if it's like this person has hints that you're feeling this way, but it's almost like they're pushing it to the back of their mind because they don't want to take accountability for it and they don't want to do anything about it. Why is the Page of Cups here? We have the Moon and we have Judgment. Yeah, this person has so much cloudiness around the truth. It's like this person has so many fears around the truth of this dynamic, and Judgment talks about really reflecting on yourself, reflecting on your own actions, your thoughts and beliefs, and asking yourself, what's my role in this and what should I do about it? Instead, this person is not seeing that clearly. So there's just a lot of messaging around this person being blocked from their intuition, blocked from the truth of the situation. And I want to get one more. Can we get one more for the we have the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Sun in reverse. It's like they may be feeling like the Five of Swords. It's like they may even be feeling, it's like this codependent energy that I'm getting where it's like they are refusing to understand why you might want to move on from this. And they may even feel like this energy of the Eight of Cups, which is actually a very healthy energy where we decide, yes, we've invested a lot, but we're still going to move on. And like, that is a very self-honoring choice. But I almost feel like this person is taking it as like an insult, or like taking it as like a win or lose thing where it's like, if you make that decision, then it's like they're just pretending to not see the logic on what's wrong is what I'm getting. And it almost just, but I could see how this would be very invalidating to be a part of. Yeah, so this is interesting. So I am now going to look, I want to see what I want to do right now. I don't know why I'm like so baffled by this. I'm just like, it's just kind of a draining energy that I'm getting here. You know what? So I am going to leave it here. So I would say that the way that this person feels about you, it's very self-focused. So the way that this person feels, they think about themselves when they think of you. They think about how it's like they're just almost wanting to keep their head in the clouds and not be honest or truthful about what they may intuitively be picking up on or what they logically know. There's this energy of playing dumb or playing like they can't do better. And the way they feel about you is that you are this like very emotionally giving and kind person. And it's like they just want to have you in their life. I feel like they gain a lot from you. And I feel like they're just kind of blaming any of the problems that are going on. They're saying like there's nothing they can do about it, or it's like, I can't handle the energy it takes to listen to your side of things and listen to your needs and your boundaries. Like I can't do that. And if you do decide to walk away, I won't even have, it's like this energy of like, I'm not even going to reflect on, it's like they're protecting themselves from seeing the truth about themselves, maybe the truth about what they need to change about the way they approach relationships. It's an energy here of like, if you walk away, they are just going to go, well, like pile number one was like really demanding, or like they were mean, or like they didn't like me, or like, it's like they are going to refuse to do the shadow work about it. There's an energy here where it's like they're already protecting themselves from the possibility of you kind of walking away. And instead of being like, wow, like there's probably a legitimate reason for that. Instead, they're going to go like, I can't, like, I was going through so much, and it's like this person like just made my life harder. It's like all about them, and it's very victim-y, this whole energy, and they will feel like a victim if you walk away from them. And so Spirit's also saying it's like there's nothing you can really do if someone's going to be in this mentality, and until they kind of decide to be honest about what they're accountable for and like what they actually are able to do in connections, it's like there's always going to be this distorted mirroring where it's like you can't win with a person like this, because they'll always try to make you feel guilty, or like you're asking for too much, or that you shouldn't be asked for things of them because obviously their life circumstances make it so they can't, or something. And it's just this energy where it's like very delusional, very much hiding the truth. We have the sun in reverse, which sometimes talks about clarity in reverse. We have the moon, we have Neptune energy, we have the high priestess in reverse. These are all cards about denying truth, denial. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing for you guys. So we are going to be looking at what is hidden about this person, or like what secret you need to know about them, what perspective maybe you haven't had, or what perspective is coming together on this person. We'll be getting messages from them, what they'd want to tell you, and then we'll be getting guidance from Spirit on whatever you need to know from your Spirit team about this person moving forward, just some overall guidance. So on your path and what your Spirit guides think about this situation, really. So if you guys want more guidance on this, I'll have that link down below. It's a link to Vimeo. Or if you guys just want to support the channel, that's one of the easiest ways to do so. So thank you guys so much for watching this and being a part of this community. If you do have an extra second, I do really appreciate if you're able to hit the like button, to leave a comment. I love your guys' comments. Thank you so much to every single person who has been leaving comments. I do really read them and appreciate them. And if you guys are interested in seeing more guidance and love readings, I would love for you guys to subscribe and join the community so you're able to see the future uploads from this channel. And without further ado, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm sending you guys lots of love, and I hope to connect with you again sometime soon. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Affirmators Tarot with the selenite heart, this is going to be your reading where we're looking at how you are currently feeling about the person on your mind versus how they're feeling about you. So the first part, we'll be looking at your feelings and your energy towards this person. This should serve as a pretty extensive energy check-in. So hopefully after hearing the first part, you'll know whether or not this is a reading that you want to listen to, whether or not it's about the person you had in mind or someone else that you're also curious about. So about halfway through, we're going to switch over to your person's energy towards you and their feelings towards you as well. So let's get into it. I'm going to start off with the oracle cards that I pulled and see any initial energies that are coming through. So we have the dolphin. This is your energy towards your person or in general. We have the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. We have breathe. We have Mercury in reverse. We have 1 in reverse. And we also have full moon. So we do have a lot of water energy here. So you guys may have water in your chart. If not, you guys may just resonate with being somebody who feels emotions intensely. I do feel like this pile tends to be easygoing, or there's a sense of you liking to keep things light, or even maybe avoiding of conflict here with this person. Or it may be that right now this person, you may be feeling emotionally overwhelmed, or if not overwhelmed, a lot of intense emotions for this person with the full moon to be here. And it may be that at this point you're kind of at a culmination of feelings about this person, or it could just be that you may, with the breathe card here, breath, it could even be that it's like you have to kind of ground yourself potentially. And so I feel also with the 1 in reverse here, it could be that sometimes this connection feels really overwhelming. And it's not that you would maybe describe it as negative. It doesn't have to technically be negative. It's just more that you may lose yourself, or you may lose your voice sometimes in regards to this person. And it may be difficult for you to articulate or express something. There may be something you need to express to this person. But I feel like with the dolphin here, I feel like you like to keep it playful or light. And there's a sense that there is an intensity of emotions here. So it's almost this energy of you trying to catch your breath, or put together your thoughts about this person. And it may be, let's get into the tarot, but it may be something that's a little bit more difficult to communicate, or you may not know how to communicate something to this person. But I can see that the emotions are intense at this point with the full moon. All right, can you please tap me into pile number 3, feelings towards this person? How does pile number 3? Yeah, we have the moon there. All right. How is pile number 3 feeling towards their person at this time? This is a timeless reading. We have the 2 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so you may be feeling stuck right now, or unsure of what to do. Or maybe it's even unsure of what to communicate or what to say to this person. You may be feeling like you have to kind of pause right now because you don't know exactly how to move forward here, or what to do in the situation. How is pile number 3 feeling? We have the Lovers in reverse. We have the Hangman. Again, that is indicating that there's a moment of pause right now where, and the Lovers also talks about a decision. So there could be some kind of a decision that you're needing to make about this person, needing to communicate. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Star. Okay, it could even be that you aren't sure whether or not this person, whether or not you should offer your love to this person, or whether or not you should express your feelings to them. You may even not be sure if this person feels the same about you. It's like you don't know if you should have hope. about them, or like you may have hopes about this connection. We have the Empress in reverse. Okay, so yeah, you guys may be feeling like you don't know if this person sees you the way that you see them. Yeah, and so it's like moving forward, it's like you don't know with the Nine of Cups in reverse if this is a wish fulfillment that can come true. I feel like this is someone that you have a lot of hope about. And I feel like you may go back and forth a lot about how this person feels about you, like whether or not you should say something about your feelings. Should you just give up? Or like, I feel like you try to see this from all different angles. And with the Nine of Cups in reverse, you may already preemptively be thinking that that this person isn't going to fulfill your wishes. I want to look at, why is the Lovers in reverse here? Why is the Lovers reversed? We have the Five of Cups in reverse. So it could even be that you don't want to be emotionally disappointed by this person, or maybe you've already experienced emotional disappointment in the past. Or for some of you, maybe you did communicate your feelings already and you don't feel like this person is reciprocating, so now you don't know what to do. Either way, it's like emotions are running high and there's indecision about how to communicate or how to move forward. Yeah, Two of Cups at the back of the deck. Why is the Star here? Maybe there's hope. So for some of you, this could be someone that you already have a history with and you still have feelings for them and you want to communicate that, and you still have hope that this could heal and grow. For some of you, there could have been a past disappointment, and so this could be impact that's unrelated to this person, but it could be impacting like how worthy you feel or how confident you feel that something positive could come out of this. Yeah, we have the Moon. It's like a lot of fears and unknowns in this situation right now. Why is the Empress in reverse? We have the Knight of Cups. Why is the Hangman here? The Seven of Swords in reverse. So you guys may even be like wondering if you're like lying to yourself or jumping to conclusions. I feel like you're afraid of jumping to conclusions or being delusional and getting hurt. I feel like there's this energy of like, does this person like me, or like, do they want to move things forward with me? Is there potential for either a new love opportunity, or is there potential to go from friends to lovers, to go from like ex-lovers to lovers again? Why is that Ace of Cups here, please, Spirit? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, I feel like there's this energy of like maybe you thinking you've had bad luck in love, or it's like you don't know. It's like you don't know if you're going to get lucky in the situation, or it's like you're afraid that things are going to go poorly, maybe similar to how a past situation has happened already. Why is the Two of Swords here? Two of Pentacles. Yeah, so I just feel like you're weighing your options. You're trying to make a decision on how to move forward with this person. And right now, maybe you're taking a little bit of space, or you might just be in a holding pattern right now, trying to figure out this person's energy towards you, and how to move forward, how to handle the situation with them is what I'm seeing. So if that sounds something like your situation, then I definitely feel like this is your pile. If not, you might want to check out the other energy check-ins for the other two piles. But for now, I'm actually going to pull some energy on your person, and I'll be right back with their oracle cards. Okay, so here is your person's energy currently overall and towards you in the connection. So we have the Scorpion, we have Fog, Ash in reverse, we have Capricorn, and Action in reverse. Okay, so the first thing I'm seeing about this person is I feel like they have a lot of unresolved energies from the past that I feel like they haven't been able to let go of, and it feels like they may have internalized certain situations from their past. If you have a past with this person, it could have to do with you. If not, it may just be other things. And so I'm kind of getting this energy of like a lack of trust I feel like that this person can have, especially regarding intimacy, vulnerability, and their emotions. I feel like this person may focus on career or focus on more practical things as a way of avoiding their emotions, or as a way of procrastinating on taking certain actions that could change the direction of their life. Or it's like this person goes into patterns where if there's something that's difficult or uncomfortable for them, or they don't know what to do, I feel like they go into this fog energy, where the best way I could describe the fog energy is like, it's almost apathy, or like when you're tuning out from intensity. It's like a way of covering up intense emotions that are too difficult for us. And so it creates a kind of sphere of like not thinking of things, or kind of being absent-minded, or pushing things out of your mind. And I feel like this person maybe has a really hard time with change or loss, and they may have certain coping mechanisms that protect them from the vulnerability of change and loss and emotional intensity. So that's just what I'm seeing about this person. But let's get into their emotions for you. Yeah, King of Swords in reverse coming through. But this is a practical energy here. There's like a practical external shell, but like an internal intensity to this person that I feel like they don't really want to show, or they don't really like exploring it themselves, or it's very private for them, their internal world. How is pile number 3's person feeling for them? We have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. We have the 7 of Cups here. I'm just going to put them together. We have the 7 of Swords in reverse. So I feel like this person, I'm getting that they feel like it's risky or something working together with you or collaborating with you. There's almost this energy of being very selective, or being worried about, this person can be really selective about who they allow themselves to be friends with, or more than friends, or even who they allow themselves to be around. And so it's like, if this person isn't 100% sure about someone, I feel like they kind of deny their feelings. And with the 7 of Swords in reverse here, I feel like this person is doing their best, honestly, to not be honest with themselves about how they feel about you. Or it's like they're telling themselves that they don't know about you enough, or they have like question marks about you or something. They feel like there's illusion and unpredictability too. We have the 10 of Cups in reverse. How is pile number 3's person feeling? We have Death. We have the 4 of Swords in reverse, and then we also have the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse position with the 10 of Wands here. Interesting. So I feel like this person, honestly, again, it's like with the 4 of Swords here, there's a sense that it being in reverse, that this person has certain things that they need to heal from, or they need to spend time in reflection, being honest about their thoughts and their emotions. But I feel like this person kind of lies to themselves about the state that they're in. And I feel like with the 10 of Wands in reverse, this is telling me that this person is extremely overwhelmed, or has a lot of responsibilities, or a lot going on, that I feel like they're actually not coping with that well. But it's almost like their way of coping is pretending like there aren't problems. And it could even also be that this person avoids change, with the Death card being here. And it could even be that there's illusion around who this person trusts. It's like there may even be people around this person that they are comfortable with, but actually don't even have their best interests in mind, or they could be unaware of truly what they're getting from certain associations. But I feel like what this person thinks, especially when it comes to like long-term emotional happiness, I almost feel like they don't want to have to deal with that or put in the work that's required in order to set themselves up for more emotional happiness. I feel like this person's more concerned with the pentacle suit, or like they may just be more concerned with staying in their comfort zone, or like not addressing things. I feel like there are certain things that need to change in this person's life or that they need to let go of, but I feel like they don't want to do the work for that. And it's almost like they know they aren't really super happy right now. And so this is almost like generally how they feel. Like I'd like to get more information how they feel about you specifically, but I feel like it's Spirit saying that it's covered by a layer of other things that they aren't really dealing with. So why is the Ten of Cups in reverse? We have the Star. It's like this person doesn't really, it's almost like in order to want to work on yourself or want to change, it's like that inspiration has to come in where it's like, this is what I want in my life. Like, how can I create it? And it's almost like this person isn't even wanting to heal or isn't wanting to have that hope, because the Star is about the hope for the future or hope for healing. And so for some of you guys, if this is someone that you've known for a long time and it isn't like a new thing, this could even be that they don't want to work on certain issues, or they don't want to get down to the bottom of what needs to change in order for things to be better, either between you or for them in their life. And so there's kind of this separation from self here that they're using as a coping mechanism. And I feel like this person doesn't want to put in the work to heal, or doesn't want to put in the work for a better future. It's like they'd rather lie to themselves that everything's fine when everything isn't fine, is what I'm seeing. So why is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse? Yeah, we have Strength in reverse. So yeah, it's like this person's letting kind of their fears get the better of them, or it's like they don't have the courage right now to change or to create something better. And so what I would say is a lot of how this person feels towards you has a lot to do with where they're at. And I'm really getting this message of like, if you are feeling disappointed by this person or confused by them, know that it has so much less to do with you, and it has a lot more to do with their own place that they're in right now. Why is the Death card here? We have the Hermit. Yeah, so it could be that there's certain situations that they need to move away from that maybe would require them to... The Hermit is all about self-reflection and getting to know the self better. I feel like this person needs to do that. And it's just really coming through that they're out of touch with themselves and out of touch with what needs to change. And in order for this person to get in touch with what needs to change, in order for them to be healed and be more happy, they have to get space from certain people. They have to get space to yeah, it's interesting. I'm either getting that it's like this person, maybe they feel like they can't trust people around them and they aren't letting other people help them or something, or it's like they don't want to do the work. Let me clarify. So can we get one more for the Hermit? The Two of Swords and the Hierophant. Yeah, it's like... So that's a mirroring energy here as well. It's like this person doesn't know what decision to make either, or like they feel very confused about what they want. Because we have the Seven of Cups here and the Two of Swords. So again, this person's actually confused about what they want. And it may be that they know that a lot needs to shift, or there's some sort of beliefs that aren't aligning with them, but it's like they don't have the strength to put the work in, is what I'm getting. Why is the Seven of Swords here in reverse? So it's like kind of lying to themselves about it. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. There could be a particular person in their life that is sort of a negative influence that they don't really see clearly. Can we clarify who's in this Three of Pentacles energy? Who is this about? Okay, we have the Ace of Wands. What's the Three of Pentacles about? We have the High Priestess. So there could be some kind of a new Knight of Swords in reverse. So it's like, it could even be that this person is afraid to invest in something new because maybe it would require them to walk away from something else or to change their perspective on something. Because with the High Priestess here, it's like this person's cut off from their own intuition about, it's like they're afraid to take a risk or they're afraid to open up to new excitement. It's like this person doesn't really want to start a new era of their life, even if emotionally and intuitively something feels right to them, specifically about you, potentially. That's what I'm seeing. And so it's like investing in, it's like they maybe are in need of a time period of looking at what they're investing their time and energy into to see how happy that's making them. But instead, I feel like they're kind of being complacent about it. And I feel like that's impacting you in the connection and what their feelings are towards you and what decisions they make. So I want to see, I want to get some more, just to get a little more clarity, because there's a couple ideas I have up in the air. So could you please clarify this energy for me, Spirit, so I can channel it a little bit more clearly to pile number 3? Could you clarify this, please, Spirit, with what's going on with their energy? Yeah, we have never-ending story in reverse. It's like there's something, like it's like there's a narrative going on. Like there's an energy here of needing to let go of an old version of self in order to embrace new, exciting, and happy opportunities, which feels like it could be you, depending on who you are, unless you've known this person for a really long time. And if you guys have known this person for a really long time and they are kind of being complacent, or it's like you want certain things to change and they're just kind of stuck, like it could be that they aren't really happy in their life right now, but they're also not really doing anything about it. Or if you're like a new opportunity in this person's life and you don't know like how they would feel about that, like pursuing that potentially, it's because they're still connected to another narrative and kind of stuck in that. What else? We have breathe. Yeah, and so I'm really seeing that this person is really in need of some time and space to process things and to get their like mind out of chaos, where it's like there's this energy here where it's like they may be feeling overwhelmed, or I'm getting the energy of someone that they need to put themselves first before they can even give people anything. So it's like if you're waiting on this person, or you want to hear from this person, or you want to communicate with them, this person is really in need of getting some alone time and space so they can, with this treasure island here, figure out what is actually valuable to them, what they actually value. Because I kind of want to read you that, but like essentially when this is in reverse, it talks about how important it is to not just accept like a failed experience. And so it's kind of like when you're in situations that aren't really giving you what you want, but you're kind of just accepting that. So I'm actually going to read it to you. I want to find it because I feel like it's important to this person's energy. And I hope you guys can intuitively insert yourself where you are in relation to this person. Yeah, so it says poverty consciousness, a sense of not enough, cast a shadow on your path. These ideas and core beliefs come with a high cost. Do you really want to proclaim yourself a victim of disappointment and failed expectations? Are you avoiding success because you will grow so tall that others will want to cut you down? Or is it possible that you're caught in a fear that you will lose what you've acquired, so you hold on so tight that you miss the opportunity to expand? Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about, is like this person almost being afraid of saying, I want more for my life, saying that I deserve more and I'm going to go for more. And this also talks about a fear of holding on to something that you miss new opportunities. And that came through as the Ace of Wands. So it's like there's new opportunities around this person, but they're in this energy of needing to have enough clarity of mind to move towards that. And so it says, you will hold on so tight that you miss the opportunity to expand. Yeah, this person has the opportunity to expand. That's that death card as well. It says you're challenged to change the way you see the world and move from a perception of limitation to a perception of abundance. Take a risk, for you have nothing to lose except a confinement in a prison of your own making. So yeah, that's what I'm really seeing for them, is that they're kind of stuck in this stale energy and they know that they need to shift something, but I feel like that would require energy and effort and time and reflection in order to do that. And it's almost like they're at a feeling of, I don't really want to stay, but I don't really want to do the work to get to somewhere else, is the energy I'm getting from them. Yeah, so now we're going to be looking at, I didn't even let you guys know, but there is an extended reading for this pile. We're going to be looking at what you maybe don't know about this person, or what hidden truth do you need to hear about them to help you understand this person better. We're also going to be getting messages from this person with a message deck, and then we're going to be asking your spirit guides what they feel like it's important for you to know about this person, the situation, and whatever other guidance they have for you. So if you guys are wanting more guidance on this or want more detail on it, I will have this link down below in the description box underneath the timestamps. It's a link to Vimeo, so if you're interested, I'd love to have you there, or if you just want to support the channel, that's an easy way to do that. Other than that, thank you so much for your time and for being here on this channel. I really appreciate it. If you have an extra second to hit the like button, to leave a comment, I always appreciate that as well. And if you guys want to see more love and guidance readings, definitely consider subscribing, joining the family, join the community, so you're able to see future pick a card readings from this channel. So that's where I'm going to leave this, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Mystic Mondays Tarot and the Clear Quartz Heart, this is your reading where we're going to be looking at your feelings about this person that you have on your mind. And then we're going to be looking at how they're feeling about you and their energy towards you. And then there will be an extended reading where we'll be looking at what this person is holding back from you, or what you haven't been able to see about them. So what's the hidden truth of this person? Any sort of secretive energy or anything you have been able to see, we're going to clarify that. We're going to get messages from this person's higher self, and then we're also going to get you some guidance on the situation. So stay tuned for that if you do feel like this is your pile. So I just want to let you guys know that when I tapped into this energy, when I started pulling these cards, the song Holla Back Girl started coming through really loud, and I actually heard this song when I was driving on the radio, so I didn't know if it was coming through because of that or like just because it was recent. But then I saw a couple of your oracle cards and I was like, oh no, there's a reason why this song came through, maybe why I heard it today. So you guys will understand in a second. So I also want to let you know, I'm definitely putting this in the intro, but for these relationship, me versus them feeling readings, they can be about platonic situations or it can be romantic. Just have it fit your situation, because there are going to be different people watching, where similar energy could also be a part of something romantic or something platonic. It doesn't have to be exclusive to one category. So keep an open mind with these as well. So for your energy towards this dynamic and this connection, these are the cards that we pulled. So we got the Dragon. We have No One Is Yours But You. Weight of the Truth. We have Angel of Strength. Victory. I'm just going to reverse these. And by the way, I love this energy so much. So I'm just really excited to get into this reading, because this is definitely an interesting energy coming through. So we have Chiron. We have Mars. We have Wise Salt in reverse. And then we also have Ouroboros, the Great Serpent. So what I'm seeing here, this feels like your energy coming to this relationship or with this dynamic with this other person. I definitely think that this has been someone that has tested your confidence or has caused you to stand more firmly in your own truth and not care about what anyone else is saying about it or how anyone else is treating you. I feel like with this person, you're currently in an energy of almost taking a stand, or with this Mars energy, I do feel like there's some kind of conflict here, or some sort of, this could have been somewhat triggering, or it could have been a relationship with someone that really has caused you to look at certain wounds within yourself that have maybe held you back, especially when it comes to your own self-confidence and your own, like how much you have your own back and how much you care about what other people do or say, and like basically learning to stand strong in your power. And like I love that we have the lion here, which is like that Leo energy, it's that sun energy. It's about, this is who I am, and if you don't like it, that's your problem. And so I don't know, and with this wise salt in reverse here, it makes me feel like this may have been a dynamic that in the future you would probably avoid, but it may have been something that was just necessary for you to experience, or is currently necessary for you to experience, for you to grow in this way, or grow in this confidence, grow in your ability to stand strong, and grow in your resilience, essentially, and to face anything that maybe made you conflict avoidant or caused you to may put other people's opinions before your own, or like, let's say someone else has a really strong personality. I'm very curious to get into your person. But there may have been people like telling you who you are, telling you what you should do with your life or something like that, and or criticizing you in your way. And so I almost just feel like this is an energy where you're really standing up and turning what you've experienced into this. You're actually healing through it, even though it may be a more difficult dynamic here. I am getting more of a karmic relationship, but one that definitely is teaching you a lot. And I don't want to dig in too deep before we go into the tarot, but I'm seeing that with the weight of the truth here, it could have been that like you guys may be very empathetic or emotional, and that may have been something that people like picked up on as like a weakness, or maybe expected you to, they may have used your own emotions against you, like certain people. And I don't even know if it's this person. I'm just seeing that this is related to this somehow. We'll figure out how. But I'm really seeing that instead of letting anyone sort of manipulate you or cause you to second guess yourself, I feel like this is a moment where you've really had to not let that happen. So hopefully that's somewhat relevant to your life right now. We'll definitely clarify with tarot. Also, I didn't want to be there. Okay, so now we're going to get into your feelings. This is more your energy right now, especially in this situation or with this person. But I'm gonna look at how you're feeling about the person that we're gonna be diving further into in the next part. So we're gonna start off with your feelings, your energy, and then especially as an in-depth energy check-in, and then we'll be pulling some oracle cards for your person's energy and their feelings for you. So that is how this is going to look. I don't know if I already said that. I apologize if I'm just repeating that. Okay, so for pile number 2, please tell me into what are their feelings. Yeah, 7 of Wands. Look at that. Yeah, there's like you standing your ground in some situation. And especially with that song, Hollaback Girl, like, I heard that you were talking and you didn't think that I would hear it. There's just this energy of sending someone's own vibes right back to them. Yeah. Anyways, okay. How is pile number 2 feeling about this? We have the 7 of Cups. We have the Princess of Swords. We have the 7 of Wands. Not surprised to see it. Yeah, what I really feel right now is I feel like through this relationship with this person or your experience of them, this has really taught you a lot. And I feel like you've really wised up through it. And I think you've matured and learned a lot. With the Page of Swords here, I feel like you've gotten a new perspective from the situation. Like something that, like maybe you weren't sure what kind of people you wanted to have around you, or what kind of person you wanted to be involved with romantically or even as a friend. It could have been that like your own values, you maybe weren't as sure about them, or you were more open, because I feel like with this wise salt in reverse, it tells me that this is the kind of dynamic that you won't repeat twice. And it's almost like the type of situation where you just have to go through it. And the best way to learn is to just go through that experience. And I feel like that experience was maybe not knowing what to expect from a certain person, or maybe, not seeing a certain person clearly. And I feel like with this person, maybe you expected something different, or you maybe, I don't know, it's something around, there was like an illusion around this person. And so you feel like you're kind of cutting through that with the Page of Swords. It's like you're cutting through the BS, you're cutting through any confusion, and you're really allowing the truth of the situation to sink in. With the weight of the truth, it's like you're in this energy where it's like it may hurt you and it may be something that you'd rather deny or you'd rather like turn a blind eye to. But I feel like this situation is something where you just couldn't like make nice or just play nice in the situation. It feels like you've had to really stand up for yourself and go like, even though like it hurts me and like I wish I didn't have to be like this, but I have to defend myself. It's like I feel like someone has caused you to have to be in a defensive position. So for pile number 2, how are they feeling towards this person? We have the Hierophant in reverse. Again, this is a lot about you defining your own values and you not caring what other people think of you. Like there's just this energy, the Hierophant in reverse, of maybe you going, like maybe you tried to conform or you thought like certain types of people maybe were your people, but it's almost like through this experience, you've gotten so much more information about what is your truth and what your values are and what is authentic to you. And in the past, that just may not have been as clear, and that's why you aligned with this person. But I'm seeing that it's like you're really coming through this of like where you were confused before as to maybe what you wanted or what path you wanted to walk down or what you want to invest your energy into. It's like this is much clearer now with the Hierophant in reverse. And you may have even felt a need to appease certain people or go by a certain standard or fit in or something like that in this situation. All right, we have the 10 of Wands in reverse. We also have the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, so I'm seeing that this is a situation where you have just like, you are at your last straw with it. Like, I think this situation has been really overwhelming. And I feel like you're not willing to give any more energy towards it. I'm just going to put the 6 of Pentacles there because I feel like you're now in this place where like maybe you were very generous in the past, or you may have just easily given your energy to certain situations, but through this experience, you've learned how important it is to protect yourself and how precious your energy is as well. And with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's like, it feels like just this negative karmic cycle that you've gone through here where it may have felt like everything has just gone to the ground. And this may even be a difficult time for you. But I also feel like you are rising. Like either way, this is, with Victory being here, an Angel of Strength, like you are rising to the occasion and you are learning so much through this. And you're learning to not take the fearful route. You're learning to not just be afraid and to just like, you know, when a challenge comes or when things get difficult, like through this situation, it feels like you're really learning to not back down and not take any bad treatment and not just stay small because you're afraid of stepping out of line and being true to yourself. And I feel like you're kind of understanding your own power and of yourself. It's like no one has the ability to tell you how you should live your life, like where you should put your energy towards. And there could be certain people that wanted to be controlling. We'll tap into your person's energy. I don't know if it's like them particular, but there's a lot of energy around almost like this experience being one. And I feel like with the Ouroboros here, this talks about how in the process of alchemy and in our growth as humans, as we come here to grow and to go through certain experiences that teach us and challenge us. And so we learn through our challenges. Spirit really wants you to know like that this is one of those where you're going to take a kind of crappy situation and you're going to turn it into gold. And it's actually going to be the thing that makes you. It is something to do with this. Like what you're learning through it, in the end, you will see how, you might even thank this person for helping you level up. And it's like on first sight, it may feel like, why did this person have to come in my life? Or like, why is it like this? But it's actually was an important step for you to become more conscious of where you put your energy, what kind of relationships you want to get involved in, what kind of opportunities you want to take, what's in alignment with you, what isn't. So you're actually able to defend yourself and prevent more things like this from happening in the future. And I feel like sometimes with the 7 of Cups, it's like we take a gamble. And I feel like this is just a situation where you got involved with where it's like it did end up bringing more negative karma into your life. And I feel like you are having victory through this anyways, though. And the 7 of Wands is about protecting your victory. And I feel like you're in this place where you're defensive of your energy, and that's exactly where Spirit wants you to be. And also with this resin at the back of the deck, this card also talks about like a situation that is kind of heavy, or like it's like has a material on it that is holding it back. And this talks about an energy where sometimes maybe someone wants to like help you, or like is thinking that they're helping you, but they're actually limiting you. So I feel like this really is about your freedom. It's about your sense of self and your confidence and your ability to stand on your own 2 feet despite anyone else's energy. With the 7 of Wands, we have these 6 wands coming at you and you're in this defensive position. Princess of Swords as well. It's like your newfound knowledge is protecting you. And I just think right now you also are, I just feel like you're not going to make this same mistake again. Like I'm just really getting that you're not going to have this situation happen again. And even if it's been difficult, I feel like Spirit's really saying that this is a victory on a higher level, you going through this, because I think it's going to really change you for the better. So I don't know, hopefully you guys know already who this is about, but I'm about to see. So I'm actually going to pause the video really quick. I mean, for you guys, it'll be no time. I'm going to pull the same cards for your person just to save time, and then we'll be right back to see what your person's energy is and how they're currently feeling about you. Okay, I am back now, and I just pulled the oracle cards for your person's energy, and I'm very intrigued to get into this. So let's lay out the cards. So we have a few of the animal oracle cards. So we have the whale, we have the stingray, and the firefly. This is representing your person's energy, by the way. I don't know why I'm repeating myself. Okay, we have ash. We have fog, we have deceit, we have angel, why do I keep saying angel? Angel of strength. We have no place like home in reverse. We have thinker in reverse, and we also have chop wood in the reverse position. Move these up. And then we have the advocate and the scribe here as well. So interesting energy. The first thing coming through, like, I don't know if this person, I feel like you really trigger this person is what I want to say. Like, I feel like this is someone who, when something is uncomfortable to them or something's pushing them outside of their comfort zone, and this could literally be just like your expression of self or the things you say or do. It's like, I feel like you guys are people that like have very creative ideas, or you guys may be unique in some capacity. And there's an energy here where it's like this person originally has felt has been feeling very threatened by you, is what I want to say. And there's this energy here of this person thinking that they have to have all this strategy when it comes to you. And like, it's kind of concerning. It's like, there's this sense that they perceive their strength, like where the angel of strength coming through is interesting, because it's like, your strength came from you standing in your power and not giving into your fearful thoughts. And I feel like this person's idea of strength, or the way that they exercise strength, is by, if they have something that they want, or they want certain circumstances to be their way, it's like they resort to heavy strategy, and it comes from a place of fear. And so I feel like this person may think that they are strong, or may think that there's someone that is doing things for the right reasons. Or it's like with the advocate here as well, it's like really interesting that the advocate is here, because it's like this person, this gives me like frenemy vibes, or this gives me like the vibe of someone that is jealous of you and intimidated and is worried about your own power. And there's an energy where maybe you are somehow a threat to this person, or maybe you guys bring a certain level of change to situations around this person. But it's like this person would rather stay willfully ignorant, or happiness is bliss, or ignorance is bliss. This person actually lives in a world that's like that. They don't like being pushed out of their comfort zone. And it's like they almost, with the whale coming out, it's so interesting because it's like this person acts like they have all this strength and this depth and this like genius to them, but it's actually you. It's like you have certain ideas and you have a lot of depth, and you make this person feel weak, honestly. And it's like they have so much, with the fog card being here, it's like they have this layer of denial and delusion about them. And so this person has a really strange sense of self is what I'm getting. And I feel like with embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain, I feel like this person has strategized against you and has advocated for certain things. And it could even be like things that are not true about you, or they're just strategizing essentially for personal gain in certain situations because it's what they want. And it's kind of that energy of like them, it's like coming out of a movie. Like this feels like literally a movie where someone, I have to get a sip of water. This is like a villain energy. It's like an energy where they want to spread more, like they don't want to spread truth. They don't want people to explore deeper truths. They just want things to stay the same. And they would rather keep a level of like delusion or something about things, or it's like this person uses their communication and information in a way that like confuses other people or plants certain ideas into other people's mind that are beneficial to them and potentially are not great for you. And I just feel like this person has this strategy where they feel threatened by you, and so they feel justified in embracing a cause that maybe from an objective viewpoint would be wrong, but it's almost like this person justifies it because they feel threatened by you. And so there's just this energy of them not wanting you to succeed, or them not wanting you to, I don't know, like I feel like there's this energy where they wanted you in this stingray energy where it's like you're questioning your sense of self, and so you don't take advantage of these certain ideas. Like there's this energy of like gatekeeping with this person, and this energy of it's not even I'm the authority. It's like I'm the one. Anytime someone else comes around this person that feels like a threat, or like they're afraid of that person's power, it triggers this person to feel unworthy, or it triggers them to feel displaced. And I feel like this person, it feels like their reputation or their connections in their life are everything to them, and that's what gives them their sense of strength. And so when someone else comes around that's a threat to that, it's like they feel like they have to bring down that person. And we even have hostilities at the back of the deck here too. And so I feel like this person has really, it's super weird. It's insane. It's like there's an over strategized strategy on this person's part. And it feels like it's so much more focused on you and like making sure that then they write the narrative around you, or write the narrative around themselves. And I'm even getting here, this person maybe is really protective. We'll get into the tarot and see what comes through, but where's my deck? I saw on the back of a certain deck something that would give more information. I'm hearing that it's like this person would rather ignore the truth or deny the truth in order to stay on the path that they're on. Like it's like this person will do anything to achieve what they want or to get what they want in situations. And it may even be that this person, because they aren't as invincible as they actually feel very insecure, but it's like they put out this outer image that they're not. And oh gosh, I just keep losing my thought. And it's like this fog energy. I feel like this person like intentionally is confusing, or intentionally causes confusion about situations so people are more controllable. And it may even be this person tries to act like they're innocent, or tries to act like they don't know what's going on, or maybe they even try to act like you're trying to take something from them when I feel like you're actually not. It's like they just are threatened by you when I feel like you're actually not doing anything intentionally to them. Yeah, because we have the Thief card at the back of the deck here. Yeah, and it's like this child magical. There's this energy here around something about your energy. It may be very innovative. I'm getting you as this firefly here, and it's like seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything's possible. And then it's like with the Thief card, sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. And then with the shadow attribute, it says stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. I feel like this person is afraid that people will take from them, and so they take from others, or there's something here, altering facts or plagiarizing other people's work. Thief. There's something here of this person strategizing around you. I don't know, really controlling the narrative about things. And then we even have storyteller here. Yeah, it says making up tales that harm others. I feel like this person maybe is trying to come off like they're the ones that are super emotionally stable, or they're, they know exactly who they are and stuff like that. And like they may be trying to portray you as someone who doesn't like have direction, and they may try to discount your ideas or discount you by, there's just this energy here of thinking, and I'm seeing a certain card that is in this deck that I have, like the one that looks like this. And it says thinking that in order for others to be right, I have to be wrong, or vice versa. So this person has this energy like that, where it's like they don't have much tolerance for something that threatens their outlook or threatens the way that they are. And so I feel like with the Hierophant coming out in reverse for your reading, it really aligns with that there could be some energy here. And I'm also seeing that with this person may be overly logical, or they may just be this person may not be the creative kind of person. And I'm seeing that maybe they're trying to portray you even like your head is in the clouds. I think this person's maybe trying to make it seem like your head is in the clouds, and like things you say are illogical, or like they'll never become reality. It's like I feel like this person really wants to paint you as someone that is delusional or something like that, or is not to be trusted. It's like they want to undermine your confidence. So I feel like it makes so much sense that that's coming through for your reading as to like your energy here. It's like this is all about who you are, and not letting someone who benefits from you doubting yourself like cause you to doubt yourself. But I'm very curious. Let's get into the tarot to see how this person is feeling. How is pile number 2's person feeling towards them? All right, yeah, we have the 3 of Pentacles here in the reverse position. Yeah, it's like this person doesn't want to work with you. And I'm hearing you can't sit with us, like from Regina George, like 3 of Pentacles. It's like this person feels like they can't work with you, like they can't agree with your differences. And they may, with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, there's this energy around like not wanting you to actually make any progress. It's like they want to keep you stagnant in some capacity. And so, yeah, they may be sabotaging you, or like by by discounting your ideas, or this could be someone from work or a friend. The 3 of Pentacles can talk about like a shared community or group, or like a collaborative situation. Yeah, it doesn't really feel romantic. So unless, I don't know, like that'd be a really weird dynamic. But anyways, how is pile number 2's person feeling here? We have the Empress. We have the 9 of Wands. There's this jaded energy coming through. Yeah, with the Empress, that's super interesting. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the King of Cups here. This may be like a third party situation, or like I don't know if this person may be intentionally sabotaging a certain connection you have with this King of Cups energy. There may be someone else in the mix. I'm kind of getting that. Where they may be trying to paint you in a certain way towards others. And this could involve someone that's significant, or maybe this is someone that you're romantically interested in. But with the Empress here, it's like, I feel like this person is actually very threatened by who you are and your worth and your value. And I feel like they're very terrified of you having some emotional beginning with someone. Like, this is kind of, I'll interpret it another way, but this just could be one dynamic for some of you. It's like this person is trying to paint a certain situation that maybe you care about or invested in as something that's never going to make progress or isn't going to happen. Yeah, this is super strange. All right, let's get some details on this. Okay, can we please clarify, why is the Nine of Wands here? We have the Devil in the reverse position. Why is the Three of Pentacles in reverse here? We have Judgment in reverse. Why is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse? Yeah, we have the King of Pentacles. I feel like someone else is involved in this. Like, I feel like there's potentially someone else involved, but I'll try to interpret another way in case there isn't. But can I get the Ace of Cups, or why is the Ace of Cups here? We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, there's this energy where they want you to feel left out in the cold, or it's like they want you to be seen as someone that shouldn't be invested in, or someone that like, there's truly a feeling here of this person wanting to, I'm hearing like defamation, or like wanting you to be, they definitely don't want you to get some kind of offer, or they don't want some kind of new beginning for you. So it feels like their feelings are really focused on making sure that you aren't able to be seen in a certain light, or that you're seen as undeserving of something, which is horrible. Why is the Empress here? Three of Cups, third party situation. I swear, for some of you guys, there's other people involved. And if it isn't romantic, it could even just be like this person trying to control the narrative on you in regards to a certain group of people. It could be a work dynamic. It could be a friendship, a romantic third party situation. Like, this could be someone who doesn't want someone that they're interested in to be interested in you, is what I'm seeing. They don't want people to think you're worthy of investing in and being made a part of something. Why is the King of Cups here? High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, it's like, this is super interesting. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles, or Eight of Swords at the back of the deck. This person is, this is a really intense energy. Let me get a sip of water. Like, I feel like someone is trying to paint you in this shadow attribute of child magical, which says pessimism, depression, disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. With the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, like, you may have certain ideas, or I don't know, like, you may want to change things in a certain way, or you may talk about certain ideas that you have, and it's almost like they want to paint you as someone that, you know, would be like not a good idea, or like someone that, so it's like, even if there is this person, for some of you, I could even see this being, I'm trying to piece this together, but this could be like, maybe you just met a certain romantic interest and there's someone around this person that is a part of this with you that we're reading about. It's like this other person that's influencing things, because I'm really seeing that with the King of Cups here. It's like this person's very interested in blocking that person's intuitive feelings towards you. It's like they don't want someone to understand that they maybe they've seen, or like they have this, like maybe their intuition is telling them that the person that they care about likes you. And it's like they just want to mess with that person's intuition and kind of cause them to question their intuition, or cause them to feel like they can't offer you something. And I'm even seeing with the 9 of Wands here, it's like there's a lot here around this person wanting you to give up. It's like they don't want you to persevere, and it's like they want to cause enough difficulties or enough challenges for you that you get confused about yourself here too. Because with Judgment in reverse, there's almost this energy of this person really wanting to change the narrative and skew the truth of this situation or this dynamic. And I'm just seeing with the Devil in reverse, it's like this person doesn't want you to be resilient, because the 9 of Wands is this wounded warrior, and it's like they want to keep you in this devil's energy or keep you bound to something or stuck. It's like with the 8 of Swords here, they may want to keep someone stuck in a relationship with them, and maybe they know about that with you, but like put this to whatever dynamic fits for yours. There just may be multiple people involved in this, and someone who is skewing the perspective of you to that person. And with the 8 of Cups in reverse, it could even be that they don't want someone to walk away from them, or they don't want someone to side with you. So if it isn't a romantic situation, it could even be like friendship, where it's like someone is feeling very threatened by your presence in a friend group, and they want to instill questions about you, or like make people doubt you, or it's like and with Ash here too, it's like this talks about letting go and moving on, moving forward. It could be that they don't want things to change in a current dynamic, or it's like they don't want to lose control over something is really what I'm getting. And they don't want people to see the truth of something. They're trying to block the truth. And I'm even seeing, like, I feel like I was confused by these cards that came out, and I feel like this person, I feel like you are this whale energy, like this, I feel like you could match this King of Cups energy. Like you're in this Queen of Cups, I feel. And I feel like your emotional depth, it's almost like this person's trying to paint that as a lack of sense of self, or like, and that's super interesting because that was coming through for your YouTube. So that could be your Chiron, that could be your deepest wound that you're healing. So this is really interesting. And it may be that people oftentimes confuse your depth and your compassion for a lack of sense of self, so they think they can walk all over you. And it's like this person is trying to make the narrative that you are this stingray instead of this whale. I'm going to read you both of them just to show you the difference. So here's the whale. This is like your true energy. This is what this person knows you have, by the way. So it says, desire to delve deeper, profound peace, ancient wisdom. The whale represents profound emotional health and stability. Whale personalities are not afraid of emotional expression or traversing difficult terrain, as they have overcome many challenges in their lives. That's the 9 of Wands. They see you as this 9 of Wands, and they're intimidated by it. It says, these experiences have enriched them, given them the stability, strength, and a depth that is rare. The whale energy is usually linked to feminine forces of compassion and communication. We can depend on the whale personalities when all else seems lost, and trust them to be a beacon of light in our darkest hours. Calm, steady, deeply compassionate. And so this is an energy that needs a lot of self-care and take care of themselves. And it may be that you're developing this energy as you go through this situation, but it's like there's someone you're a perfect match with, and this person doesn't have the same emotional depth as you, doesn't have what you have. And because of that, they want to portray you more like the stingray. And it's like this person's wanting to equate emotional depth and having faced hardships as someone who's like weakened and doesn't have a sense of self, which is just not true. You just are emotionally tuned in. So let me just find the stingray just to show you what energy this person's painting. So it says, developing confidence, sense of self, or spine. The stingray card represents a pivotal point in personal growth. The moment has come when the stingray must decide between the old, easy, comfortable, and familiar, and the new, challenging, uncomfortable, and unfamiliar. Pressure from family and friends make this decision even more complicated, no matter what the choice is made now. It's inevitable that this dilemma will surface again and again as the force of Dharma growing within the stingray is too strong to ignore. You know what I'm literally seeing? Eager wants to grow, move through the discomfort. There may be a third party in the situation where maybe they're even trying to influence you. Wow, I don't mean to confuse anything, but I'm just seeing that for some of you, you guys might be the person that this person wants to stay with. I'm seeing 3 people. One person is a person that is like this King of Cups energy, or is this really deep energy that, like that has a really strong sense of self. And then there may be another person that is maybe moving to a stronger sense of self, and this could be you, or take it either way that it resonates. I'm just seeing that for some of you, I'm seeing that this person that's deceitful is trying to manipulate someone into not progressing or not taking a certain opportunity that they think could be better than them. And so it's about not, like with the Firefly talks about like this spark of inspiration and this spark of new potential. And it talks about how important it is to seize that. It feels like one person is trying to create confusion and fog in a situation so someone doesn't see a potential for great growth and change, and they actually are afraid of it, or they start doubting that it's a real possibility. Wow. So I'm really seeing here that someone, is really trying to plant into someone's mind that they shouldn't change things up, that they shouldn't do any reflection on their current partnerships, and it's like they should stay in something toxic. The Devil's energy. Someone is trying to entrap another person and leave someone else out in the cold, or leave another idea out in the cold that would actually be really great for either you or a different person. But I think it might be your energy actually. And this person may be, because I was getting two energies, and I hope this isn't getting too confusing, but it feels like there's two motivations of this person. One of them is keep someone from wanting to change things up or move in a direction that would give them less control over that person. And then it feels like there's a third entity. It could be a person, or it could be like an idea or something else in the situation that's coming between the dynamic, where if the person is confident enough and is resilient enough, they should actually take that opportunity. So this could be a different person, someone that's very emotionally in depth, or someone, or an opportunity to get something better essentially, and find new dynamics, a new path, walking down a new path with the Page of Wands. And it's like this person really wants to portray that as a terrible idea. And so you guys could either be the other person that is someone else is attracted to, and then this other person's holding them back, or you could be the actual person that this person doesn't want to let go of, or doesn't want them to change, so they're actually manipulating it. But either way, this person is throwing deceit and is sabotaging this new potential for one person in the dynamic. And the new potential, have it fit for your situation. And let me know if this makes sense. I know that it... Okay, my camera died, and there's so many disruptions going on, like several card or decks like fell off, like I just ran into stuff, and like I feel like there's genuinely resistance from getting this message across, because I feel like this person really wants to create some kind of an illusion. And so I want to reiterate that I've been speaking in a way that's like, oh, this person doesn't want to work with you, or they want to make it seem like your ideas are ridiculous, or like that doesn't make any sense. It's like they don't want you to believe in yourself. They want you to succumb. And what I'm seeing is that for some of you, it's like they actually are trying to paint a certain idea or a certain new person or a certain path that you want to go down as a no-go, or something that is ridiculous or just impossible, or like such a bad idea or something like that, in order to prevent some kind of change. And so truly hope this isn't too confusing, but there's someone here that wants to keep you trapped. And please understand, for some of you guys, this is a more complex situation. There's 3 people involved, okay? There's either 3 people involved or 2 people, and then a third party that could not be a person. It could be a job offer, a kid, a new opportunity, something that would take them away. The core of this person is getting very manipulative about someone that they want to have control of getting pulled away from them due to something else getting in the way. And this person is resorting to manipulation and deceit in order to get a certain person, this could be you, to not have the confidence to make some kind of change, to maybe start a new relationship, to go down a new path. Someone wants to paint that as a stupid idea or something that It doesn't make any sense, and they're trying to demonize that, and they're praying, hoping, wishing that that person that they want to keep attached to doesn't have the strength to change their allegiances. And it's like they want to make them feel afraid of being left out in the cold. They want to make them feel like there's so much consequences to following their intuition or following their feelings. And it's like they want to numb this person's truth, and they want to numb any conflict. It's like they want to keep everything the same, under control, under their control. So yeah, I hope you guys will be able to fill in the blanks with this better, because this is hopefully something you guys are, not hopefully, but like I hope you guys are aware of it. But it just feels like there's a third party thing here, where it's like there's something else that this person's really heavily manipulating one person's perspective of, because they're afraid of losing control. That is this reading. That's how this person feels. And they don't want you to listen to your intuition. They're trying to literally block the truth. Either they don't want you to listen to your intuition, depending if you're the person who is already heavily involved with this person, or if you're like a newer person that just got involved and there's another person that you maybe are interested in. They may be trying to portray you in a negative light. But anyways, this person's doing a lot of scheming, a lot of behind the scenes stuff that it's like, if you fully saw it, either person, it would just really show who this person is. And they're doing a lot to try to have that not be clear. So hopefully you guys, the least thing I'd like for you guys to take away from this is that there's someone in your circle who is deceitful and manipulative, either towards you or towards someone you have recently gotten to know, or like you're the new part of it, you know? So yeah, I hope that makes sense. But now for the extended, which I'm super interested in this reading, by the way, is like very juicy. We're going to look at what this person doesn't want you to know. Like, what's the truth of this person? What's hidden from you? What secrets you need to hear about this person? We're going to be getting messages from this person's higher self. And then we're also going to be getting guidance from your spirit guides on this situation, their take on it, and anything they want you to know. So if this is resonating for you and you want more clarity, I'll have that link down below as underneath the timestamps. Or if you guys just want to support the channel, I do really appreciate it. It's an easy way to do that. Other than that, this is what I have for the YouTube. Thank you so much for spending your time here. I really appreciate having you guys in the community. So if you have an extra second, you're able to hit the like button if you got value, that'd be amazing. Or leave a comment. I love to read them. And if you guys want more guidance and love readings, join the family, hit the subscribe button, and so you will see future videos from this channel come up on your subscription feed. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see those of you that are joining me in the extended there.